Welcome to the lecture of production of automotive components. In this lecture we'll be discussing about the manufacturing of piston, which is done by gravity or squeeze die casting, then machining process and the finishing process that is done in a piston. So if you talk about piston, that is the engine component that basically reciprocates in an engine, and it is connected to the connecting rod, which in turn is connected to the camshaft. As you can see in the image, a piston has to be manufactured very precisely. So first comes the casting process, which is the gravity die casting or squeeze die casting methods are used, in which the molten metal is gravity fed, in case of gravity die casting, into a die, and then the die is being closed. The metal gets solidified under force, and thus the casting is produced. So in case of gravity die casting, what we use is a permanent mold, and the molten metal, when it is poured from a vessel or a ladle, that fills the mold cavity with no other force other than gravity. That's why it is gravity die casting. Just because of gravity, the molten metal gets into the empty cavity, filling it up, and then this filling can be controlled by tilting the die as well to make sure that the cavity is completely covered with the molten metal. And using this, pistons can be very easily manufactured. The production cost is very less. You can also have inserts to make sure that you have the gaps wherever it is needed, and it is not resistant to elevated temperatures, often found at the crown end of the piston, particularly where that is piston for a diesel engine. So if you see in this manufacturing process, it is not so much affected by the elevated temperatures as well. So that is gravity die casting, where casting is done by no other external force, just by using gravity. Second is squeeze die casting. So in case of squeeze die casting, you will be having die which is made up of two parts. So one is the bottom half of the die, which is preheated, and then the molten metal is poured into it. As soon as the molten metal is poured and then it starts solidifying, the upper portion of the die is closes, and then it applies pressure. So that is the difference between gravity and squeeze die casting, where external force is being applied. So this external pressure is applied. So because of this, you can make components which have higher strength, and also they can be complex components. You can use cores wherever holes are needed, and this high pressure will make sure that the molten metal is compacted properly into the cavity, and hence there will be minimum pores, or all the casting defects will basically be less, because of which the mechanical properties will be high in case of squeeze die casting, and it can be used both for ferrous and non-ferrous metals. So if you see the piston, it will be having a uniform structure with no voids, mechanically stronger and more improved properties, and this uses externally applied pressure, because of which it is more expensive and time consuming than the gravity die casting process. And these improved mechanical properties are not desirable at all parts of the piston. So in case of the lower skirt region, which is basically the bottom portion of the piston, it's not needed. So that is a disadvantage in this process. So here you can see a picture of the squeeze die casting process, where the die, you can see that there is the lower part of the die where the blue color component is nothing but the molten metal which is poured. You can see the cartridge heater which preheats the die, and then on top of it is a punch which basically closes and applies pressure, because of which the molten metal will take the shape of the cavity, and then you have the ejector with which you can take the component out, and that is how the piston is initially manufactured. So after casting, you also have machining, and you have the finishing process. So in case of machining, what will be done is, in the casting process, the gudgeon pin hole will be made by using cores, but this has to be very precisely machined by using a turning machine. So boring is basically done, and then a pin borer is used to make sure that the gudgeon pin hole is made. after which the piston will be removed from the lathe after making this hole, and then the piston number will be stamped on the crown of the piston, which is nothing but the topmost flat part of the piston. The piston number will be stamped. So once this machining for the bores and for the holes is done, then comes the finishing process. For the first stage of finishing, you'll be having a lot of process like drilling, slotting, valve and crank relieving. So all these will be done, after which grinding is the final process. So cam grinding machine is used in order to make sure that the piston is made up of accurate dimensions. So it's a very precise component, right? So that is important. And you know that the top portion of the piston is subjected to elevated temperatures, especially because of combustion. So it should be made sure that the surface finish has to be smooth and of the proper dimensions, after which the piston will be cleaned, the gudgeon pin will be fitted to it, and then various other manufacturing markings will be done and it's sent for dispatch. So overall machining process basically consists of turning process and pin boring process, which is done on lathe, after which it is drilling, slotting and grinding process. So that is how the piston is manufactured. So casting, then it is machining, and finally it is finishing.